Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about the Black Moon Lilith in Aries. And anyway, the first thing I'll look at as far as the Black Moon Lilith in Aries goes, well, I think that people that have this placement should realize that really a perpetual battle does not need to be fought against people. It's about the perpetual battle of life. This is something where this person might have a lot of disputatious situations, a lot of acrimonious and angry responses, and really maybe some overreactions to things which cause situations that could be disputatious. I find what's interesting is that NBA superstar LeBron James has his Black Moon Lilith in Aries, and he's had a number of really angry responses, defensive and angry responses to people in the media. And he really, I mean, he's the kind of person I understand he's going to defend himself and stand up for what he believes in. But I think people that have the Black Moon Lilith in Aries need to realize what needs to be fought and what doesn't. Not everything requires some kind of response, and you don't always have to defend every single thing in life, because certain things are not even worth getting upset over. And I mean, the person that has this placement might feel this need to just to really defend and fight virtually everything, every negative thing that comes at him, or anything that's derogatory or derisive that is thrown his or her way, needs to have some kind of response. When sometimes the answer to the response sometimes should be no response. Another example with LeBron James, I think this is an excellent example for somebody that has this placement. Okay, I can remember there was one game he played, okay, where he was given a play to be run on the basketball court, and he said he ran his own play, actually, basically ignored what the coach had said to him, but he ultimately was successful because it wound up being a game-winning three-point shot, if I remember correctly. But what it is that people that have this placement may often rebel against the authority figures because they have this innate need to want to have be a leader, and really they can frown often if they are in some situation where they're subservient or at a subordinate level. Even if this person is in a subordinate position, they often feel that strong need to be in command and to lead, and they might feel that being in that subordinate position might be demoralizing or demeaning to him or her. Now, keep in mind the Black Moon Lilith can represent people that are adversarial to us. It could actually be, as far as Black Moon Lilith in Aries, this could be somebody that could have the Sun, Moon, or Ascendant in Aries, could be adversarial to this person, or it could simply be somebody that embodies Aries characteristics. It could be somebody that is combative, has a combative streak, combative nature, people that are aggressive and outspoken, people say in the military or in law enforcement. This could be a person too that might have a violent side that might not want it to be unveiled or disclosed to others, because the Black Moon Lilith can represent that dark side of us that we don't want divulged to others or necessarily unveiled. Let's say somebody has the Black Moon Lilith and Aries placed in their 12th house. This could indicate somebody perhaps that was in trouble with the law for some kind of violent battery or assault, and they may have been incarcerated for it, because the 12th house is, of course, it's the house of imprisonment and incarceration, and also, of course, self-undoing. So, and keep in mind too, the Black Moon Lilith can represent a really strong, the sexual, erotic nature. So somebody that has the Black Moon Lilith and Aries, I mean, Aries is ruled by Mars, so I mean, it could be a very strong, uninhibited sexual nature, and very aggressive as well in that. So, and somebody that really doesn't have much problem being assertive or taking action as far as sex goes, and it could be someone that has a very excessive, or I should say overly aggressive attitude as far as this goes. Now, the thing too, I think the lesson for Black Moon Lilith and Aries should be that life, okay, you got to, when you want to fight, knowing when to fight and when to walk away, to avoid perhaps contentious situations that don't need to be. It's really about, I think, it's embracing, the key is to embrace the higher power of the Black Moon Lilith and Aries. And these people that have this placement, once they do that, they could often be leaders. They could be successful in some kind of field that's connected with combat, such as the martial arts, just like Bruce Lee, legendary martial arts expert. I mean, Bruce Lee had his Black Moon Lilith in Aries. And another person, if I'm not mistaken, has this placement is Tiger Woods. Now, he could be very outspoken with people, but a lot of that's attributed, I believe, to his Sagittarius moon. But I can remember there was one time when someone asked him how much money he made one year, and he said, well, it's a hell of a lot. So I don't remember his exact quote, but he basically said it's a lot more than whatever you made. So I think what it is that these people that have this placement basically have to learn when to be combative and when not to. And keep in mind too, the Black Moon Lilith can represent the area in life where we face strong fear or trepidation. So the person that has this placement may have a strong fear of perhaps appearing weak, submissive, timid, or lacking courage, or even being placed in a subordinate or subservient position in some cases. And also it could represent that area in life where we try to extricate ourselves from but may have difficulty in doing so. So this could be somebody that might be in a contentious or combative situation, or maybe experiencing violence from somebody, or just a simple argumentative or disputatious situation with somebody, and they're having difficulty extricating his or herself from that situation. Well, anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for the Black Moon Lilith in Aries, and stay tuned next time where I'll be talking about the Black Moon Lilith in Taurus. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because astrologically speaking, the person is the sum of all their components in their natal chart and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.